no nation in the world is yet addressing the cause of climate change.
We have to change what we're doing. What we're doing is just not sustainable. We need to turn the boat around.
And we have a choice in agriculture. We can either spiral our ecosystems up or we spiral them down. And we have a broad number of tools that we can use in order to start making these changes.
We know what we need to do. The information is there, the knowledge is there, the practice is there. The conference was really important at the moment. We've got the climate conversation that is no longer really the threatening conversation that it might have been. I think people have accepted the science.
If we are causing climate change, as now acknowledged, then management is the single cause, because we're a tool-using species, the only species managing our global environment using tools.
And we also know that agriculture is a big part of that climate problem, but we've now discovered it has huge potential to be a really big part of the solution.
It's actually through farming, that we can actually both regenerate, rehydrate, cool, and secure that safe future.
People, I think, are quite excited at the idea that they might be able to be part of the solution.
We're moving this environmental consciousness from that caring world of volunteer and philanthropy activity out there into the marketplace.
I think it's so important for us to bring all farmers on this journey. It can't be the regenerative farmers and the conventional farmers. We all have to walk the journey together.
A lot of people are just stepping into this space, and so there's a lot of new inquiry, and it's like, is this real? Does it work? How do I get carbon going back in the soil? And as an early adopter, sometimes you can feel a little bit like you're out there on your own.
Daring to be different takes courage. And what gives us that courage is a really clear picture or goal of what you really want for yourself, for your family, for your community.
I would be encouraging you not only to focus on how you farm, but to focus on who you farm with.
We'd basically hit a wall with debt, drought and wool depression. And I even get croaky in the voice talking about it, because ones that have been through that know how tough it was.
Gee, there is a lot of honesty that gets shared in a conference like this. People are all on a journey of testing something and figuring out what works and what doesn't, and then sharing the outcome.
I think that there's this fantastic vibe at this conference, but I think the time has come for us to break out of this community. We've now reached a point where we can show that you are commercially better off, that if you start grazing properly and if you subdivide your paddocks and you manage the rest periods and the way that you graze, you will get production benefits and your business will be more profitable. And I think that's the kind of message that's actually going to help us to connect with the mainstream.
The other message is that regenerative agriculture is so much more than just cows and the way you run them. Beyond that, it can be any form of agriculture. But beyond that is that regenerative agriculture is the foundation for regenerating communities, especially small regional communities, because of what's happened at the start on the farm.
We've reached a point of awareness in our community now. It's not just down at the supply level, but at the demand level of consumers. They're asking these questions.
At Harris Farm, we want regenerative farming to be successful as a whole, and also, more importantly, successful for the individuals who do it. We think that you guys dare to think outside the square and challenge the status quo.
Connecting people, sharing the stories will accelerate the success for all the people that are just becoming interested now. And with the support of consumers, that'll actually reward the people that make the effort to change.
It's a cascading effect, and then you start creating these incredible circular economies where one thing feeds to another thing and we get diversity. And it's a much more exciting place and a world to live in when we have these dynamic, unique communities underpinned by healthy, thriving agricultural systems.